Welcome back to the Movie Draft House. I'm yours, Mark, and it's another 5-minute review. In today's review, we're going to be talking about the recently released on streaming film Bad Boys Ride or Die. That's Bad Boys 4 if you need numerics. It is rated R, runs for an hour and 55 minutes. It's directed by Adil El Arbi and Bilal Fallah. And it stars Will Smith, Martin Lawrence, Vanessa Hudgens, Alexander Ludwig, Ian Grufford, Jacob Scipio, Eric Dane, Tiffany Haddish, and a host of other folks. And it's written by a ton of people. But anyways, I don't remember too much from Bad Boys 3. I'm actually not certain I actually watched it. So this one is, it's refreshing to me because I'm a big Will Smith fan, but also this is Martin Lawrence's film. This is a film very much about Martin Lawrence, and I think he gets... It's probably like a 55-45 split of screen time between him and Will Smith, even though they're pretty much on screen together the entire movie. But ton of action. The plot is the plot, right? Their captain, what's his face? Joe Pantoliano. Captain is killed, and I think he was killed in the third film. Once again, I don't think I saw it, so can't be sure. But this movie alludes that he was killed last time around, and his dead person is framed in Miami as kind of this bad cop who's been essentially smuggling drugs or being the middleman for the cartel. And so Will Smith and Martin Lawrence have to essentially clear his name. And they do so by just wreaking havoc all over Miami. And that's kind of, I think, a running theme in these films is that they just destroy everything in the effort to catch the bad guy. And, like, everybody gives them shit about it, but they don't care ultimately because they're badasses and they're so cool while they're doing it. But this one's fine, right? It's got enough big action sequences. And one of my favorite action sequences was they're on a helicopter and they're going wherever they're going. And this all-out brawl fight ensues on this helicopter, and it's just it's really well done, I thought, for an action sequence. And the helicopter ends up crashing, and that sets in motion like the third act of the film. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know how long these two are going to continue to make these movies, but I think this film made a decent chunk of money at the box office, and it's probably made even more streaming. And so I could see them continue to make these movies. It's kind of just a franchise that keeps on going. And I could see at some point Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, pass off the franchise to two other actors who take up kind of the Bad Boys mantra, and this franchise just lives on forever. But this one's pretty good. I do recommend this one as something that if you're in the mood for action, some witty dialogue. Martin Lawrence is pretty good in it. Will Smith, he's I don't know. He's just Will Smith in this film. But Vanessa Hudgens is in this. I didn't recognize her. I had to ask I was like, wait, Vanessa Hudgens was in this? And then Alexander Ludwig, who is from Vikings and some other things. He's also in it, and they play pretty prominent roles here too. So yeah, I recommend it, but I also recommend hitting the subscribe button so you don't miss any future content right here on the podcast if you're watching on YouTube. And if you want to follow the podcast on all your favorite social media platforms, we're at Movie Draft House. You can find us on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, right here on YouTube. Give us a like, follow, and a subscribe. And don't forget the podcast releases weekly, every Thursday on your favorite podcast streaming platform. And we'll catch you next time.
You eat my snacks?
No, sir.
You ate my snacks, didn't you? You need to get a job.
I'm a U.S. Marine, sir.
Well, then you need to deploy.